I'm gonna get myself a motor. I'm gonna get myself a motor. I'm gonna get myself a motor. All right. Welcome to Lunch Therapy. I'm your host, Joel Marshall. Jose Salas is here. He says, time to breathe and clear the mind. Yeah, that's the thing that we're doing here. We're clearing the mind. It's a little bit like a meditation. It is just a journey through some fun things that have nothing to do with courtroom trials, wars, pestilence. It has nothing to do with any of that. Just has to do with good stuff, taking a break from the crap. You can get back to your crap later. Here's some cool stuff. So at our house, there was this hummingbird. As many of you know, we call ourselves the Hummingbirds. Sitting on the back porch, hummingbird comes and is like just hovering around like he's trying to get my attention. I'm like, what is going on here? Is the hummingbird feeder empty? What's going on? Why is he doing this? Again, every day I go out there and I'm writing. I do like write every morning, and there's the hummingbird. And I'm like, what is it, Lassie? Is there a kid stuck in a river somewhere? Is there some kind of a problem? And I try and video him because I wanted to show it on the show, and then he takes off, or he or she, I don't know. And then I realized what it was. I was with Todd Lee, one of our Patreons. By the way, you can be a Patreon, patreon.com/Joel Marshall. We love that. But anyway, Todd Lee, we're in the living room, and I look at the window, and there's bird shit spray all over our front window. And that can only mean one thing. That can only mean that we've got some new hummingbirds, because the hummingbirds, when they develop in the nest, there are like two of them, and they're scrunched in the nest just before they're getting ready to fly away. And they have to poop. And the way they do it is they lift up their butts and spray bird poop on our window. So you'd think it might be like not a joyous thing, but it's like an amazing sign of life. So we looked, and there they were. Two little hummingbirds, and this is them right there, that little picture there, two little brown hummingbirds. That's them. A couple of days ago, we took the picture. I think that's what the hummingbird was trying to tell us, like, hey, I got some new kids on the block, and they don't sing a cappella. And so we took this picture. Hopefully the hummingbird is like going to see the show and be like, oh, I see. Now they know about the little babies. And since then they've flown off, and I don't know where they go after the nest. Maybe somebody in the chat room will know. Now it's time for me to get to the guest host. Today, Mama J is guest hosting the show. She's a regular on the show. Got this cool thing I'm going to show you that indicates that she's a series regular. Oh, yeah. There she is. Series regular. Hollywood mogul. Mama J. What are you laughing at? Somebody says you're a Hollywood mogul. You say, yeah, I am. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm having a good busy day.
Really? Yeah. What's happening today? What's happening?
Well, I'm doing your show, and then I'm shooting off to Kansas City to see the MJ experience, and then tomorrow I'm flying to Boise, Idaho.
No way.
Tell me,
first tell me what the MJ experience is. What's that?
Apparently, it's the Michael Jackson Story musical.
Wow.
And so I love all of his music. And then I get up early. My girlfriend and I are staying all night, and she'll drop me off at the airport. And I'm going to be in Boise for the Boise Quilt Show, where I help my friends sell their product out of Hawaii.
Sell their product out of Hawaii in Idaho?
And yes,
confusing.
Because there's quilt shows that we're hitting the quilt show season.
Yeah.
And their fabric is one of a kind.
incredible.
And it has sea turtles on it.
No way.
It does. Sea turtles all over the place.
You know, today the wildlife therapy is going to be sea turtles.
I know.
Isn't that weird? It's like a weird connection.
I think I need to. Yeah. Nom yo renge yo.
That's what we do around here when we're really like, there's weird connections in the world. We go nom yo reiki kyo, even though I don't quite know how to pronounce it, but I'm getting there. So, so special fabric. Why? Why is it special?
Because it's their designs. And so when people travel to Hawaii, they go to their shop and it's stunning fabric and you can only get it there. So their booths are always popular. And so that is my new job because I quit being a travel agent. I am now a quilt show salesperson.
We're going to have Trash Panda Comedy Club today. Are you going to tell us about being a travel agent in the Trash Panda Comedy Club, or is that something that you're going to save for another segment of the show?
I might save that. It's more of a story.
Okay, a story.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have storytelling segments on the show. Always good. I had in the kind of early days of the show, I had an entire week that was just about storytelling. That was when we were like on every day, and I got people to tell stories. And it's interesting because some people tell stories in these elaborate ways, and it's just like a whole journey, and it's very surprising with twists and turns. And other people, you ask them to tell a story, and they're just like, blah. I went to a store, and there was some coffee there. It's like they just tell it to you like it's just like there's not a beginning, middle, and end. There's just an event.
Well, you know what? I listen to audiobooks, and I like autobiographies.
Yeah.
But you know what? In storytelling and in jokes, you know how we have to shorten and not elaborate. And,
yes.
Honestly, those books are so silly that how do you remember that you kissed? I remember he kissed me and then he sang this song to me and then we went and had a hamburger. Now,
what books are you talking about again? What books?
Well, just little autobiographies,
Oh, it's all made up.
Yeah. And how would you remember? And
the
why
details.
do I care? And why do we care, right?
Well, a lot of times when some like famous person writes an autobiography, there's like a ghostwriter who's doing a lot of the writing and they're just telling it to them. And they fill in spots because our memories are plastic. They change all the time. If I were to tell you a story right now, it would probably be different from the last time I told it. And then it would be different the next time I told it. And it would start, and my memories would start to change the story. And we have a tendency to make ourselves the hero in the story too. So we get more and more heroic as we tell the story. There's another thing that I'm interested in lately. It's stories we tell ourselves. And I would love to get an expert on on the show who talks about how we put obstacles in our own way because we tell ourselves stories about ourselves. Like,
stories.
An example would be like people say, I'm not good at public speaking. People say that kind of thing. And then it turns out maybe they're great at public speaking, but they've told themselves a story over and over and over again. Or you have a story about the time I hurt my back. And then you reinforce that story and you always have a pain in your back because you have the story that goes along with it. And you can't let go of that pain in your back until you let go of the story, which I find. But I love storytelling, though. I think it's an art form. Didn't you take a class in storytelling?
Oh, yeah. I've taken many classes and I love storytelling. And I think I'm going to start a series of storytelling. Wow. Mama J stories.
Stories from the... stories from the... What's it going to be called? Mama J stories?
Stories from my vault.
Wow.
Stories or something.
Vault?
Stories.
We got to work on that title.
We do.
Stories from the vault. You just don't seem like a vault kind of person to me. I don't know.
I'm not. Stories from the basement.
Stories from the basement. Are you in the basement right now?
Yeah.
Good. I love that. This is Healing Vibrations. This is the 528 megahertz vibration, which is about healing. And we're going to breathe now. I'm going to lead the breathing, and I'm going to use your technique. So in through the nose, out through the toes. You tell me if I'm doing it right. In through the nose, out through the toes. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. In through the nose, out through the toes. They said this thing relieves anxiety, this sound. Interesting.
I think also because I just took some codeine cough syrup too. That helps.
Wow. So tell me how the shots went in your back.
Oh.
You got some shots for their back.
Yeah.
Really painful, huh?
Yeah. It made it a little better.
Well, that's good.
I got things to do, so
Got to get to Boise.
Got to get to Boise.
Make sure you say it, Boise, because they get pissed.
Boise.
Get livid. Yeah, they get so mad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just a little tip for you. It's like when you go to San Luis Obispo. You better say it's San Luis Obispo and not San Luis Obispo or whatever, because they're just like, come on. It's not Louis.
I can't go Boise. No Boise.
No Boise. Don't make the Z sound.
Oh, Boise.
You'll notice it. You'll know. Have you been there before?
No.
I never have either, which is weird that I'm telling you how to pronounce it and how pissed they're going to get.
Weird.
Just go around saying Boise and really emphasize the Z and see what happens. Just see what happens. And then I don't know. Are they very conservative there in Boise? I understand that they're kind of conservative.
Well, I don't know. Idaho, is that where the politician went in the bathroom and had sex?
I think that's every state. I think that's every state.
Oh.
That happens in every state. They're all 50 states and Puerto Rico. Tommy and Tracy Hinckley, friends of ours, live in Boise. I think that's why I know how to pronounce it.
Oh, and that's probably where you heard the story.
And they love it. They absolutely love it.
I think I'm going to like it. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm there for 5 days.
I don't know if they absolutely love it, really, now that I think about it.
Oh, really? Oh.
I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. Are you going to do any roving reporter while you're there?
Yes, if I come across something really interesting, I think my roving is come up a notch.
Oh, it is incredible. We got 2 from you today. We better get on with the show. All right, here we go. Moving on.
Okay.
I just wanted to do this because this is so much fun. I love flying through space. And on the show, it's just like, wow.
And I thought I would feel seasick, but I don't. I thought I would feel dizzy.
You know, Bloss, whenever he gets back on the show, he'll show you how to pilot this thing. But
oh, will he? Okay,
it's like
good.
This. You go like this. Just grab. Can you do it?
Oh.
It's difficult. It's not easy. It takes practice.
Oh, here we go.
It takes some practice.
Oh, there we go.
No, you're not doing it at all. That's not it.
Can't.
I mean, I don't want to be critical or anything, but
I think you're being critical.
That's wrong.
Where am I supposed to be?
You have to turn around and see the. You gotta look out the window.
Oh,
it takes practice. I told you it takes practice. I wasn't looking out the window either. I can't do it either, by the way. You have to go like.
Okay, I'm looking out the window now, aren't I?
Yeah, now you're doing well. You're doing well. It takes practice. Driving this thing, driving spaceships is not easy. People have spent, go to school for years to fly spaceships. So we have some stuff from Chuck Goldsmith. I wish he was here right now because we're going to play some of his baseball comedy. He's an up-and-coming comedian. He's going to the Laugh Factory and doing comedy. He's also been at the Comedy Store open mic, the potluck.
Wow.
Jose says legs have to go up. Oh, yeah, that would be good. You know what I just realized? And, I mean, this is terrible. I have my shoes on Barefoot Tuesday.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, I could have let that go and just been like, oh, yeah, I got my shoes off. Like, because we've been totally, but we're totally transparent here.
Yeah.
Totally transparent because we want people to.
And I got mine off.
All right, cool. All right, that's good. Let's get into this more stuff here. Legs have to go up. I don't think I can do it. That would be neat.
I know I can't.
Definitely not happening. All right, so here's Chuck Goldsmith's color commentary.
I can't believe this ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. They love miking up these players.
Yeah, just working on it, man. Just working on it. Making sure
It seems like so ridiculous. How can they concentrate?
I want to be in uniform all the time with these guys.
Can you imagine if they mic'd up the shortstop? Gets a ball, comes smashing them in the face.
Yeah.
Just play ball.
Just play ball. Don't mic it up. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I didn't know they mic'd up baseball players. I know they.
love baseball.
Oh, here we go. Here's some more.
It's the kind of game, though, that can change on a dime. And you get so preoccupied sending text, reading messages, you miss all the good plays.
Oh.
It was just 5-0. Now the other team scored. It's 5-4. What a great game.
See, I think that's metaphorical. If you're always texting and you're always looking at Instagram and all that stuff, you're going to miss the game. You're going to miss the score. All of a sudden, the other team's going to be up by 5, or your team's going to be up by 5, and you're going to have missed the whole thing. So you see, that there's also bits of wisdom. Yeah.
You know what? Back in the day when I worked 4 jobs, one of my jobs was keeping score for slow pitch at night. So I had a lounge, like a lounge chair and stuff. And I fell asleep, and the people came and said, "Hey, what's the score?"
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I go, let's see here.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Todd Lee is here. Hoity ho. Todd was here, and we discovered those birds, and he was on the show last Friday as well. He came in out of nowhere.
Man.
That was a really fun show. We had Claire Woolner on the show. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get over there to the public displays of Altadena and see that. Todd, we got those hummingbirds that we were showing him on the show. They have flown away, just so he knows. Okay, so
they
here.
only stay for 2 days.
No, what happens is, this is what happens. Let's get into a proper scene here. Oh yeah, thank you very much. What happens is, the hummingbird makes a nest, lays these tiny little eggs that look like chiclets. Chiclets? No. Tic Tacs. They look like Tic Tacs.
Wow.
And what happens is they build this little tiny nest out of, twigs and things. It's tiny. And the mother bird, or maybe, I think it's the female bird, but I don't know, will sit on those eggs through thick and thin, through weather like you wouldn't believe. Like one time it happened in this horrible rainstorm, and it'll sit out there for so long, just day after day after day after day. And then one day you'll look out there and there will be 2 little fluffy chicks in there.
Wow.
And they get bigger and bigger and bigger until they barely fit in the nest. And they pop out. They kind of pop out, and they're sitting on the top there.
Wow.
And then the mama hummingbird, who's been feeding them all along, will get them to fly and will demonstrate the flying in front of them. And then pretty soon, one of them will fly, and then there'll be just one sitting there. And the one is looking all worried. And then that one will fly off. And they come back to the nest for a little while, and then eventually they're just gone, and that nest gets repurposed.
Wow. And so they'll come back to that nest next year, or somebody will?
No, what'll happen is they make a brand new nest, but a lot of times they'll use the old parts of the old nest to make a brand new nest.
Really?
That's what my experience is in the hummingbird. This is a hummingbird incubation space, I guess. Todd says, "Hoy, welcome to Ornithology Corner with Joel. He don't know much, but boy, he can make that shit up." Yeah. I have a friend who is actually an ornithologist, and his name is Todd, also Todd Hass. I'll have to get him on the show sometime. Special event. One of the things I'm good at is just witnessing things. Sometimes I'm not always great at reading books on ornithology, but I have seen hummingbirds born. Okay, so this is New York City. This is where Kamala is right now, Kamala Lopez. She is also a regular on the show, and she's out there. So we've got some reports here. One is we're doing this art show. So here's what it's called. Final Impact is the movement to get the Equal Rights Amendment finally published in the United States Constitution. For those people that don't know, women are not represented in the Constitution, and it's been proven again and again and again that they're just not, women, which are 52% of the population, are just not represented in the Constitution. And then a lot of times things get to the Supreme Court and get thrown out because women aren't in the Constitution. It seems so insane. So that's been ratified. The Equal Rights Amendment has been ratified. Equality of rights shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or any state on account of sex. That's what it says. And this is the final push to get it published. It's been ratified by all the states that are necessary, and now it just needs to be published in the United States Constitution. So there's this big art show that's going on, and all these celebrities and people are there. And there's an art show with a lot of great artists who donated their work that is going to help this cause. My dad, John Marshall, is one of them. Also, Shepard Fairey and some incredible artists. Anyway, that's that. You can go to Final Impact. But the other cool thing that's happening is there is a website where you can go and you can upload your photo. And what's going to happen is there's going to be these incredible art displays by this famous artist named JR, and they're going to put these photos up on all these public buildings, like really huge. And it's pictures of people like you and me and other celebrities like ourselves and other non-celebrities and hummingbirds with a phone, just making a phone call. And so you can go, the link is in the show notes, and you can go there and you can upload your photo of yourself with a phone just on a white background. Cool. So yeah, so here's the campaign. Final Impact Art Exhibit. Focus Art Fair. It's in New York City. You can go to finalimpact.org exhibition/exhibition. And then you can also go to finalimpact.org/inside-out, which is in the show notes on YouTube at least, and other places. And you can upload your photo. Are you going to do it?
I will do it.
There's me there.
I think it's so cool. Yeah.
There's
yeah. And kudos to her. She is relentless in this work she does. It's just incredible.
She is relentless. Oh. And you gotta, let's give her a round of applause.
Yes.
She works through thick and thin, day and night, just trying to get equality of rights under the law for women.
Yeah.
And you know what? That means everybody. People sometimes in the beginning there, people were saying, well, what about, transgender and all the different permutations of people? And we're like, no, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. So
it's for everybody. It's for everybody.
equality
And so
of
many
rights
people
for
just
everybody.
don't get it.
It shall not be denied or abridged on account of sex, which is a broad net, but it's basically saying you can't discriminate against people because of their because of their sex.
Right.
All right, so this is where you upload it. Take a picture. I think you can do it on your phone as well. So Kamala got stuck at the airport. Her airplane got delayed. And this is what Delta Airlines does when you have to wait 3 hours for your plane to leave.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys are good?
I don't know.
All right, perfect. Thumbs up.
I don't know if Howard does this on his airlines, but they have a contest right there while everybody's waiting for the plane to shoot baskets. And you win a prize. And of course, Kamala, being the competitive person that she is, she started shooting baskets. And she's not really a basketball player.
Again, Gate 34A.
Gate
service in
34A.
New York City. My name is Rolando. I am here with Christine. We are part of the customer experience crew here at LAX.
What is going on with the airlines lately?
Your guys' experience with Delta,
Look at-
guys. Okay, we're here to...
These poor
I mean,
people, they
you
have to
guys'
like vamp
experience.
while the
With
plane
that being
comes.
said, today is basketball day.
Today's basketball day.
We do have a basketball court. If you guys can see, we do have the balls ready. What we're gonna do is, in a little bit, I will be doing trivia questions.
Trivia questions
Get the
too.
Trivia question right. You come on up.
We should
You got
set up
30
lunch therapy
seconds.
right
You
there.
make 3 baskets. You make those
Really?
3
Maybe they can
baskets. You get
contract us
1,000
out.
Timeouts, okay? You guys get 1,000 timeouts. If you guys don't have a Sky Miles account,
So they're going to give her 1,000 Sky Miles. So here
Oh,
she is.
wow.
Let's see what happens here.
Come on, Kamala.
Let's get it to the point where she's.
She's going 1,000 Sky Miles.
Yeah. We're
Did
just
you have a baby?
What?
There was a
Oh yeah, that's Kamala with the baby. No, that's not her. There she is.
all right, so give me 1 second.
Let's see if she can do it.
Look at her.
She's intense. She's not kidding. She's not kidding around. Do it. Can she do it? Can she make 1,000 miles?
Shoot.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
All right,
Kamala?
ready?
Hamala.
You
He
got
calls her
30
Hamala.
seconds, and starts now.
Come on.
All
Oh.
right, all right, there we go. All right, we got
Oh yes,
6. We got 1.
Oh.
yes, 2.
Wow, that's a quick.
She's killing it.
Quick. All right, we need one more. We need
Uh-oh.
One more.
We got 50
Oh, one more.
seconds.
Come on, Kamala.
There you go.
Do it.
Going up to 10 now.
Come on, Kamala.
You can do it. Ah,
9,
she's got her mask on. It's great.
7,
Come on.
6,
Oh no.
5, 4, 3,
Oh,
2,
no.
1.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Round of applause.
All right, that was great. Okay, now we're gonna be going somewhere. That was fantastic. We got to give her a round of
That
applause.
was.
Way to go, Kamala! She got 1,000 miles. I don't know where we're gonna fly with those 1,000 miles. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun. What do you need, like 30,000 miles to get a free ticket? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But still, she just engaged though. You see, we were talking about how tenacious she is. I mean, that was
Yes.
an example. So
I'm
okay.
getting those 1,000 miles.
Oh yeah, she got it. She nailed it. She kind of cheated at the end, but we're not going to say anything about that. All right, so now it's time, ladies and gentlemen. We got a good group of people here. We are now going to visit an incredible roadside attraction in the great state of Kansas. What's the town where it's in?
Cocker City.
All right, let's do this thing. This is Roving Reporter, Lunch Therapy.
Good morning, everyone. I am in Cocker City, which is in western Kansas on Highway 24.
I'll just give you the
Highway
stage.
24 is a fun highway because you'll go through a lot of small towns, which is always fun. A lot of times things aren't open on Sundays, but they are today here because of the ball of twine. And also what's nice about driving through western Kansas is you may see a pheasant in the fall. Kansas is famous for their pheasant hunting, and I used to do that back in the day. My high school boyfriend and I would go
bird killer.
pheasant hunting. And also you may see
you're a bird
magnificent
killer.
fields of sunflowers, which is actually breathtaking. Now you can see I'm getting close to the ball of twine.
Here it comes.
And there are also some other tourists stopping in to see the twine. It's really quite amazing, the story. It started with the man, Frank Stober, tripped over some twine in his barn, and he thought, I'm going to get rid of it. And then he just kind of started rolling it into a ball. And then it got so big, he almost couldn't get it out of his barn door. So he took it outside and then just made it bigger and bigger.
Wow.
And
it's
so
huge.
listen to this. It is 8,507,430 feet of twine. It's 27,017 pounds. That's a bunch of twine. And it was started in 1953, the year of my birth. So it is actually about 71 years old.
It's as old as you.
Now I'm walking up to it.
Or you're as old as it.
I'm going to walk around our other tourists, and you can kind of see how big it is. And it's got its own little house, so it's protected. It has been rained on and tornadoed on over the years.
It's incredible.
But Joel,
what?
Maybe
what?
You guys, the hummingbirds, need to come out here, because apparently people come here and sit and maybe meditate.
Wow.
Let me try this. I'm gonna sit on the booth, sit on the bench, and I'm just gonna breathe.
That's
Look
hilarious.
at this.
What's going on here?
It is kind of soothing.
It is. Look how soothing that is.
Look at all the strands. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Interesting. And then here's a picture board of the history. And so when the ball of wine got too big,
The ball of wine.
he brought it outside.
Somebody had
and
too much
then
wine.
They carried it to town, and then they built gazebos for it. And then one time a guy in another state made one and said his was bigger.
That
But
always
then
happens.
The Twine-a-thon started again, and our ball of twine in Kansas won. And as far as I know, it's still the biggest. And you can actually go to that local store where I went and buy some twine and wrap yourself around it too, which is kind of fun.
Wrap yourself around
So,
it.
Joel, there you go.
Yeah.
The world's
I like your
largest
twine.
ball
A
of twine.
ball hugger.
Husband.
That's your
That's my
husband. That's
husband.
Denny.
Signing out.
Yeah.
Yay, Denny.
This is a popular tourist
Wow, that was awesome. That was awesome.
tourist stop.
Human dung beetles. Oh my god.
Human dung beetle.
Age-old argument. Who has the biggest balls? Yes,
Oh,
it's true. It is an age-old argument. Wow, that was cool how you went there after we talked about it on the show and you got the scoop.
we did. We just got the scoop, and it's really a cute little town. Went to a cute little coffee shop, and yeah, it was fun.
We have another segment coming up, which is really incredible. But I won't give it away. I won't give it away, but it's amazing. Guinelle told me about the unfortunate mess that hummingbirds make on your window. Yeah, it's part of the joy. They decorate our window with poop. Okay, Trash Panda Comedy Club is going to happen now. Trash Panda Comedy Club is a place where we work on very, very new, almost improvisational comedy. We're bringing on comedians. So far, the comedians that have been in there with Joe Fury, Slenderman, Mike Perkins, the huge star Mama J from Netflix. And so she's going to be here making her second appearance on the Trash Panda Comedy Club. And I'm going to do I got to change mics. Everybody knows.
Oh, I got to get my mic. Oh,
Hopefully this, you can hear me. Let's get into this thing. Trash Panda. All right, here we are at the Joel Marshall's Trash Panda Comedy Club. And now I've taken possession of that as well. Trash Panda Comedy Club. So great to be here. One of my favorite venues. People are weird about freeways. Have you noticed this? Language, the way you talk about freeways can enrage people. Here in Los Angeles, we have the 5 freeway. We call it the 5. In Seattle, they have the same exact freeway. It's the same one. Like if you drive on the 5 and go north, you will end up in Seattle. But there, they call it I-5. And that's fine and everything, except they get pissed when you call it the 5. I don't know why. It's like enraging to them. I grew up in Seattle or Edmonds, Washington, right near the 5. I came down to Los Angeles, started calling it the 5 like everybody else calls it here. My friends come down from Seattle and they're like, what is wrong with you? It's called I-5. Did you get reprogrammed down there in La La Land? These subtleties are important because if you want to be accepted in your group, you have to talk like they do. And if you say the 5 in Seattle, they're going to disown you. It's like going to Boise and saying Boise, or going to San Luis Obispo and saying San Luis Obispo. It's enraging. So why we call it the 5 down here, I don't know. I think it's probably because there's just a lot of highways, a lot of interstates. I better check in the chat room, make sure that everything's cool. Hummingbirds have the finest poop. It's not the 5, see, Greg Ortela. Livid up there in the Seattle area. It's because y'all are too fancy. We're so fancy. We're like the 5. Like it's so fancy to put an article in front of the word instead of an I. But you know what? You call it only commies referred to in the 5. See, I'm telling you, I told you this is true. And it's weird because, I mean, it's I-405 too. That's an interstate. We have the 405 down here, and you have the 405 up there. And I think what you say there is you say 405. Maybe you don't put an article in front of it, but I don't think you say I-405. Why is that? I don't understand it. Why are some things right, some things wrong? And I think there are too many names for highways. There are too many to keep track of. You know, we call them freeways here in Los Angeles, but like on the East Coast, they call them throughways, or they call them turnpikes. I don't know why they call it a turnpike. There's no turns in it. East Coast has so many different words for freeways. They've got expressways and I don't know, toll roads. They have roads where you have to pay somebody to drive on them. I mean, that's ridiculous. They have arteries. I don't know if they call them arteries. Motorways, beltways, routes. I bet you there are places where if you call it a route, people get pissed. It's a route. What's wrong with you? What's a superhighway anyway? What is that? Is that like the number of lanes? Oh, I ran out of time. This has been Joel Marshall on Lunch Therapy, and now I'm going to bring on the headliner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trash Panda Comedy Club, Mama J. Yay!
Hey, thank you, Joel. Hey, why can't it be called High Five? High Five.
That's a good
idea. Right?
I like that idea.
Yeah. Hey, in my area, we have these crazy headlines. A young man this week tried to burn down one of our schools. But guess what his name was? Zen.
Zen?
Zen. Z-E-N. Like he was meditating and burning down his school. And then another headline was, the police found a dead body in somebody's front yard and found that suspicious.
Is that not suspicious there?
Yeah, I think that's pretty suspicious. And did you know that around here that I am known as a GILF? Because they're putting out a new reality show called MILF, which is mother I'd like to F. But around here, I'm a GILF, and it's a grandma I'd like to Facebook with.
Ah!
Yeah. And did you know I have a green screen that is it's literally laying on my head because it's going over? I have filled my bucket list, but now I'm working on my casket list.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the casket's bigger, I'm not using an urn. And, when I was picked to be on the trust, it was because they were looking for a seasoned woman.
Wow.
So I started thinking, what kind of seasoning am I? When I was younger, I was probably kind of a whorehound. Now,
Is that a cheese or a seasoning? What is that?
it's a real
Whorehound?
A whorehound is a herb, not a herb, a herb. But now I am known as an elderberry. And that's all I got for my stuff right now because I got to get this green screen off of my head.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody, nice to see you.
Big round of applause for Just Jay, comedian Mama J. That's great. All right, we're back out. What's going on with you? What is happening over there? I think it's time to play. You got it.
I got attacked by my green screen.
Going through some
It just went flip.
Going through some transitions of green screens over there. This is great. You're just getting your studio up and running. It's starting to look cool, starting to be cool in there.
This is professional now.
I love it.
I got my little dog sleeping next to me. It's exciting.
All right, so now I wanted to bring something to all of your attention. This is it's very important here. First of all, because it's so traumatizing, this thing I'm going to show you, is I want you to take a look at some rare rhino calves first. Because I want to find out people's thoughts about this. Yeah, super nice. This is a calf jumping in a mud puddle. I love
You need a bigger puddle.
it. I know. What the heck? And this is at the Oregon Zoo, one of our favorite places. Someday I'm going to do stand-up at the Oregon Zoo, I think. Maybe you'll join me.
Yeah. I would jump in the puddle with him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Of course, you might die.
But this is true. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Check this out. First of all, they have robotic bees now. Did you know there are whorehound candles?
Nature is our inspiration.
Kind of like root beer flavor. Oh, candies. I thought it was candles.
In the beginning,
Smoked
we have a simple
paprika.
sketch. We then develop and work on our ideas
Ideas?
using the latest technologies.
See, some places people say ideas, and they probably get pissed if you say ideas.
For example, additive prototyping. This helps us refine our projects more efficiently. Nature always
They're really showing
evolves
us
the lightest
how the
constructions.
sausage is made here.
We do too.
Oh, the bee?
Yeah, the bee. Have you seen it?
And
No.
step by step, we reach our goal of
It's
the
prettier
optimum
than the
design.
cicadas.
Oh man, don't get me started on those cicadas.
Oh man, it's gonna be wicked, wicked, I tell you.
Okay, let's get to the flying bees.
And call it off.
Here it is. Bees aren't real. Now bees are not real. I know.
Am I gonna have a fake bee in my bee flowers that we just planted?
Could be. Check it out. Oh my God. Isn't that crazy? Black Mirror episode showed what happens when robo bees go bad. See, we've already been warned. We've already been warned.
Wow.
Can it pollinate?
Yeah,
And-
that's what I was wondering.
Can you kill it with a cell phone? Because apparently you can kill bees with cell phones.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that?
No.
Our cell phones are killing all the bees. Maybe that's why we need these robo bees.
Oh no.
So this was really just to, make you feel nostalgic.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. They have, those robot dogs? The Festo robot, the Boston Dynamics robot dogs. You ever seen them?
No.
They have these,
Really?
they look like the one on the right, but the one on the left has like a costume on,
Oh,
which is cute as hell.
it is cute as hell.
Remember Invisible Dogs? I do remember. Remember Invisible Dogs? There was like a leash that had a wire in
Oh
it.
yeah,
Remember that? That's
yeah. And you were walking it.
fun. Those are fun. All right, so wait. Now it's time. This was the robot at Boston Dynamics. This was the original robot that they had. It was called the HD Atlas. Did you ever see this?
No.
So this
I'm
is
not as in tune with all this. I learn all this stuff from you.
yeah. So that's why I'm telling you about it, because
Yeah.
I think I better turn the music off though, because I'm sure they'll. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, so this is like really fun. Like, hey, look, fun. Fun robots. They're like us. They fall down. It's crazy, isn't
And
it?
remember 20 years ago, this all seemed impossible, and now they're doing our surgeries and everything. It's just, and they're delivering our food, and well, that's cool.
So this, yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. But now they have a new one. So that one is now gone, and this is the latest one that just came out.
Oh.
Now that's pretty crazy. So one of the things I'm wondering is like, we're all talking artificial intelligence. Look at that. Another Black Mirror episode had killer robot dogs. Yeah, but it's like, they're going to put the artificial intelligence in these robots. And then what's going to happen?
Did you know that they're doing artificial intelligence doing your colonoscopies? And so I think artificial intelligence should also do our prep.
Colonoscopy? Intelligent colonoscopy?
Yep, they're doing them. They're helping the doctors read so that in case the doctor would miss something. So that the artificial is going to be inside. And then I think, well, if they want to be inside, they should do the prep for you too. Have you got, yeah, you've done those, haven't you?
Colonoscopy, of course. It's fantastic.
yeah.
Everybody loves that. Everybody loves colonoscopies.
Yeah, but that's the latest thing I read.
And look, Matt says, don't worry, it's all going to be fine. Yeah, don't worry. Richard says, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I'm late to the party. It's nice to see you at any time. So also, hi, Richard Gaddis. Also, let's see, iRobot is going to come to life and Will Smith will redeem himself by saving the world again. Is iRobot, is that the movie? Because I think of it as the vacuum cleaner, the little round thing that goes around. It's going to take over too.
Oh,
My little robot vacuum cleaner. They're also making AI. Our scary military industrial complex just ordered a bunch of AI fighter jets. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
Yeah. That robot is all up in the ass. I was driving down the street the other day, and on a billboard, it said intelligent toilets.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Ooh.
Who needs an intelligent toilet? And what would it do?
Maybe it does your colonoscopy.
Maybe. Matt says, yeah, you can get a colonoscopy just any old time. I mean, bidets are bad enough, but colonoscopies, I figure maybe it weighs you and it's like you're getting a little fat. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Matt Wright says, I can say from experience that doctors like to talk about their vacations while performing colonoscopies.
Oh, he was awake.
Aren't you supposed to be asleep? They didn't give him enough, I don't think. I don't think they gave him enough juice. Oh, my God. Yesterday, Alexa talked back to me. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. And soon Alexa's going to be walking around your house. And it's going to be like its joints are going to be more flexible than yours, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of scary. I'm not sure, it's not really very lunch therapy, I guess, but we got to be aware of this kind of stuff.
We do. We don't want to be scared, but we have to be aware.
Oh, I want to be scared. These robots are getting frisky with our behinds. It's an intelligent toilet. Alexa is always listening. It's probably listening right now. In fact, just the fact that I said the name probably woke up everybody's little home robots. I think it's time for sea turtles, don't you?
And we got to do sea turtles. Oh my God.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think sea turtles could be one of the most amazing animals we've had on the show. Don't you?
Well, yeah. And Joel, we're talking about AI.
Yeah.
Didn't you find it fascinating about their, I got it marked, hang on, that they have a magnetic field of the earth as a guide? Did you see that?
A magnetic field of the earth as a guide.
They have a sense that enables them to detect and utilize the magnetic field of the earth as a guide, although this sense isn't completely understood. That's how they get around the world.
It's interesting. I heard this thing just the other day. They're going to put all the intelligence of the internet, which I don't know, some of it's not intelligent. And they're going to put it all into an AI, and it's going to find out the meaning of life as we know it. But maybe when it does that, it'll figure out how these sea turtles use the magnetic field of the earth to navigate. That's what I'd like to find out.
I mean, really, it's fascinating, and how they come back to the same place. And I don't know. I think sea life is so fascinating.
You know what I love about sea turtles is that they can hold their breath.
Yes.
For they actually don't have gills. I was trying to figure out this. How do they stay underwater so long? It's because they can hold their breath for incredible amounts of time. I got to find out what it is exactly.
And I have seen where you just saw that one laying eggs. I saw that actually happen in Florida.
You did?
All by a fluke. Mm-hmm.
By a fluke? What do you mean by a fluke?
Well, we had sat outside the night before, and we forgot to move our chairs.
Yeah.
And so the mother had come in and bumped into the chair and had to go back out to the ocean. I felt terrible. So the next night we went back out, and she came in, and we watched her crawl all the way up and dig the hole and lay her eggs.
Wow.
Fascinating. Yeah. It is all because we left a chair out that we knew it was going to happen.
AI learning models have run out of research materials. It's already blown through college archives, and now it's saying, feed me. Oh my God, it's like Little Shop of Horrors.
They can hold their breath 4 to 7 hours underwater.
And when resting, their heart rate can slow to 9 minutes between heartbeats to conserve oxygen. So like just boom, boom, and then it just weighs 9 minutes and boom, boom.
Now, have you snorkeled with the sea turtles, haven't you?
Absolutely not.
You haven't?
Absolutely not. I would like to.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I did in the Galap. Do you think I'm one of those people that I try to one up everything? I really am not.
Oh, you know what? I did do it. I did do it in Maui. It's so weird.
Yeah,
you have a better memory than I do about my own experience.
I remember Kamala talking about it.
Yes, I had a video of it.
Yeah.
And I was in Maui.
Wasn't it fun?
Yeah. Oh, it was cool. I mean, there was just happened to be a sea turtle down there. That was basically what was happening. It wasn't like I went on a tour. Oh, there's the tiny one. So they're born on the beach, and then they all like try and get to the water, but it's like most of them die, right?
Yeah, 100,000 of them, and they have to immediately they have to go for the water.
They know. So they get born, and then just like, get moving.
Get out of here. Yeah, get going.
It's not like the hummingbirds.
No,
They're not
sitting around in a nest going, what are we going to do today?
As soon as they go, it's like, you better hit the ground running, or you're not going to make it. It's sort of like Storming the Beach at Normandy, but in reverse. You know, like that scene from Saving Private Ryan where all the bullets are going into the water and everybody's dying.
Yeah.
It's like that, but in reverse.
Exactly.
Now, this is going to make me jealous, but turtles are great smellers, which may contribute to how the females can find their way back to their home beach to nest. Like you said, they go back to their home beach.
Yeah. And once again, the men sea turtles are kind of dumb.
All right. Once again, wait, what's the once again part?
Well,
I don't understand that part.
You know how the spiders are always eating the males and they're
eating the males, right?
So the male sea turtles almost never return to land after they enter the ocean as hatchlings, probably because they can't find it.
No, you know why that is? It's because men don't like to ask for directions. That's why. We get lost all the time because we're too proud to ask for directions.
Yeah. So there they go.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. That's good.
Female turtles migrate thousands of miles. Wow. In order to nest. Using that magnetic sense.
And Joel, if we did that, we wouldn't be fat.
Oh my God. You know what? I went on a diet and I've been exercising, and this always happens. I immediately gain weight.
Oh yeah.
Immediately. It's like that's the initial test, because that's where everybody gives up. So they're like, oh, screw this.
Yeah, screw it.
I gained weight.
Well,
but not me. I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
Well, I'm starting because now I can start walking at least. I can't lift weights or nothing, and I gotta quit eating.
That's the thing. To lose weight, you have to quit eating.
I have to quit eating.
That's the hard part. While a female sea turtle is laying eggs, she enters a trance-like state and does not appear to be aware of what's happening around her.
This is true because the sea turtle that we were watching, we were probably so annoying, and she just laid them eggs like we weren't, like we weren't there. And this was before cell phones, so I'm using some big freaking camera, making all sorts of racket. I really feel bad about it.
You should.
Kinda.
Sea turtle eggs develop over a period of 2 months and lie in a hole covered with packed sand. They undergo temperature-dependent sex determination, meaning the temperature of each egg during certain periods of development determines the gender. Wow.
Wow.
So, okay. The mad dash to open water has been occurring since at least 100,000 years ago, according to the fossilized sea turtle tracks.
Okay, now, you know what? I don't, who found a sea turtle track? If they're going that fast, how would you know it was a baby sea turtle track? Tell me.
They're lying.
That it wasn't just a little line in the sand.
Somebody lying. Somebody's lying.
I'm just saying. I'm not believing that one.
I'm not either. You know, they can't retract their legs into their body like other turtles either, so they're probably jealous
They
about that.
can't.
No.
They can't.
They can't hide in there. Like, what's the point
No.
of having a turtle shell if you can't hide in there?
I know. Oh, hi. Oh,
Look at his face.
I love his face.
Sometimes I get so caught up in the facts about the animals, I miss the animals. I'm just so busy. You know, it's sort of like Chuck Goldsmith said. Sometimes you're so
Yes.
busy looking at the phone, you miss all the home runs.
That's right. Look at them. And this is what I saw in the Galapagos. And I was swimming with them.
So beautiful. I was in Puerto Vallarta, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, and people at Puerto Vallarta are like, what is wrong with you? You're pronouncing that wrong. When I was there, we were able to see the sea turtles hatch and run out.
Oh.
And you were encouraged to like help some of them. I think maybe I'm making that up. This is a story that, you know, people are like, what? You helped them? You can't do that.
Like you
I'm pretty
broke
sure
the
we
egg
did.
open?
No, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah. let me get you out of there. Yeah, I picked up some eggs and I was let me help you get out of there. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Dr. Joel here.
No, there was a day because obviously the turtle needs the struggle of getting out of the egg to make itself stronger so that it can make a run for the beach.
For the border. Run for the
border.
Okay.
Yeah. There are some politicians that want to build a wall between the sea turtles and the water. Did you hear about that one? No, that's not happening.
That is not happening.
All right, we got to dance. It's time to dance.
All right. Let's dance.
We didn't get to the second part of your roving reporter,
okay.
but that, of course, next week.
That's you know what? It's in the archives.
That's right. Next week we're having guest host Mike Perkins on.
Yay!
That'll be cool. He can do the Trash Panda Comedy Club, and then we'll have the Mama J roving reporter and
I'll see what I can find in Boise.
Boise. Let's see what Matt said here. I thought you said they don't have guilt. Ooh, guilt. He just misheard you. I would have said something, but I thought you knew what you were doing. Definitely don't know what you're doing. We definitely don't know what we're doing. All right, dance break time. This is a good one.
Trying to get crazy with this, see?
Cypress
Don't you
Hill,
know I'm
Insane in the Brain. This guy amazes me. So talented. He always plays with one hand on the piano. Get his name out there.
To the one on the flamboyant tip, I just tossed a ham on the frying pan like spam. I'm done when I come and slam. Damn, I feel like the son of Sam. Don't maybe wretched, hectic, next to the chair, got me going like General Electric, and the lights are blinking.
Shake that
I'm
rump.
thinking it's all over when I go out drinking. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't fuck with the big funk. Oh, bro, I got to maintain, 'cause a sucker like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane.
So check out Damien Robital.
Insane in the membrane.
Pronounced that wrong.
Insane.
Check him out on YouTube.
Insane in the membrane.
He's got a YouTube channel.
Insane in the brain. Do my shit undercover 'cause it's time
One
for
more.
the blubber. Blabber to watch that belly get fatter, fat boy. I'm
Said
dying.
belly get fatter.
Try it and jack your ass like a looter in a riot. My shit's fatter than sumo. Slamming that ass, leaving your face in the grass, 'cause you know I don't think a duro.
All right, thanks for joining us. This has been Lunch Therapy.
Bye, Joe. Thank
Barefoot
you.
Tuesday.